Hey, hey, hey. You know what time it is. It's time for the Kevin-Nikee Show. That's my What's Happening rendition.
Yeah. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. You know him as a dope actor, Kevin-D-Benton. 360 twice, Jim, how you keep winning. And you know the baddest actress, Nikee-Warren. She so bad you walking past, she had you speaking for her. If you ain't tuning in, this your reality check. You might miss out on your favorite star celebrity guest. When they celebrate, what you do, you get the bell, yeah. During kevins-korner, get inspired and encouraged, yeah. Bend them corners while you listen, but don't swerve. Find out what's getting on, Nikee nerd. What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? Keep on playing, me and Kevin goes and we gon' get you hit. Yo, check us out on social media. In your mobile phone, we everywhere. You ever stations played out like a ringtone. Follow me like Bino R-A-M-E-Y. Bino Remy, pop like Semi. And my flow hotter, thick as semi. Been doing this since I scraped up pennies. But back to the subject, Kevin-Nikee.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Yo.
What's up, everybody? Everybody, clap your hands.
What?
Who was that? That Curtis Bluff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What's up, everybody? This is the Kevin and Nikee Show. We are back for another episode, another edition. We're back. Yeah, I'm actor-kevin-d-benton.
And I'm actress-nikee-warren. And we are back.
We're back, man. It's always good to see you.
Yes. Listen, it's been exciting. A lot going on. A lot we have to tell you. But first, before we talk to you, I hope and pray that you guys got out and voted.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
I hope that you guys got out and rocked your vote and let your voice be heard.
That's right.
You can't say that you won't want change if you don't get out and help out.
That's right.
So I hope you guys got out there and cast your vote.
Be a voice, not an echo.
That's right. That's right. So with that being said,
it's time for the many adventures of Kevin and Nikee.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we always got something going on.
Listen.
Even when it looks like nothing's going on, still something going on.
But I'm telling you right now, though, I'm happy about that 1 hour extra sleep.
Yeah.
I went to bed waiting.
Okay.
I was waiting for it. I was like all snugged up underneath the covers with the heat on and everything. I was waiting for that extra hour.
Well, you know what? I had to film Sunday morning, and I forgot to set the clock back, so I got up an hour early. But this is what I did though. I got up an hour early, and so I just said I'm going to utilize being up an extra hour early. So what I did was I started studying my lines before I went on set. So I got an extra hour of studying and doing my lines, and then I
took
went on set.
Full advantage of that extra hour. I went to bed in preparation.
I got you.
I fixed the pillows on the bed a certain way so that when I turn over this way, I can get the really, really, really good sleep. You know, when you get that really good sleep, you have to turn to get it. So I fixed the pillows on the other side of the bed so that when I turn, I can get that really, really deep sleep. It felt so good.
Was you drooling and snoring?
Man, yes, I was.
Okay.
Listen,
Well, that's how you know.
Listen.
You know, they call it REM sleep in psychology. They call it REM sleep. That's when you go into that deep, restful, peaceful sleep. So much when you know how you got your mouth open,
yes,
and you snoring.
I don't even snore, but that extra hour because we always got something going on. We're always busy. We're if we're not on set, then we're studying lines. If we're not studying lines, then we're doing something that requires us to be in our in our craft. Right. So when you get an extra hour of sleep, it feels good.
Yeah, it means a lot. That extra hour makes a big difference.
It does. It made a big difference for me because I'm telling you
unless
right now, what
you went to work at 12 midnight because that means you worked 9 hours.
See, I don't have that.
You know what I'm saying? But that hour, man, like you said, you feel it. It makes a difference. And it's even better when you get the extra hour of sleep and you don't have to set the alarm.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, because you know how like when you lay down and you set the alarm, you can't go into that deep REM sleep because subconsciously you know that you have something to do. You got to get up and do something. But when you can get that good sleep, it's always good.
When I tell you that sleep was so good. Mm-hmm. I woke up feeling, you know what? Guess what time I woke up on? Guess what time I woke up?
What's that?
I woke up at 12 o'clock.
That's early. I thought you were going to say like 3 o'clock.
No, I woke up. No, but listen, I woke up at 12, went to the bathroom, got something to eat, and then went right back to sleep.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, you were getting it in, huh?
I was getting it in. And then after that, I got up, I fully got up, and then started going over some lines and different things like that. But I then put the paper down and went back to sleep. So I was on my sleep grind, and I was so happy. It felt good because as artists, we need our rest because we're always doing something. Right. We're always doing something regarding acting or whatever. Like I said, if it's studying lines or whatever, we need our rest. Yeah. Rest is very important. Yeah, definitely. And it's good. It's good for our health too. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for our health to take some time to rest.
Yes, it is.
Because acting, as we already know, it's a industry and a craft that requires, demands, grinding. If you approach it with a professional mindset. Now, if you're just doing it as a hobby, which I would never knock anybody's perspective for why they do it, because some people, they don't want to take a professional mindset towards it. I mean, they want to do it as a hobby or something in their spare time, and good for them. Yeah. But for those of us who, are approaching it with the seriousness, with a professional mindset, it's good to get that rest when you can get it, and that peaceful REM sleep and that deep sleep that brings healing to your physical body. You know what I'm saying? Even psychologically and emotionally.
And it was good because I was hanging out, Saturday. Mm-hmm. So just knowing that I had that extra hour just made me feel good. So I hung out a little late on Saturday knowing that I had that extra hour. And when I got up, I was like, yes, Jesus. When stuff feel real good, when you get a real good sleep, you sit on the end of the bed like, yes, Jesus. It felt good.
That's what's up. Well, yeah. So I actually forgot to set the clock back and got up an hour early and didn't realize it, of course, till I got up. So, like I said, I had to be on set filming Sunday, filming The Recession with a multi-award winning director. I mean, this guy got like about 15, 16 awards.
Nice.
Maurice Paramore. Shout out to Maurice Paramore, Mia Barnes, Jessica J. Stoles, man, we was on set like just killing it, just crushing it, working hard and getting it done. And so I just took that hour. I said, well, rather than go back to sleep, I'm going to utilize this time to just review. I already had my lines down and already had the character developed. Already did the script analysis and knew what I was going to say and how I was going to say it and what I was going to try to project. And this was a difficult character for me because I had to play a role. I don't want to tell all of it, but because I want to wait for the reaction, when people see it for the first time. But I had to play a character that was very, very obnoxious, very, very disrespectful. And
did you get slapped?
I probably should have. Yeah, I probably should have. If it had been in real life, I would have definitely got slapped. Okay. But I had to play obnoxious. I had to play disrespectful. And I kind of had to do that and pull off doing it in a nonchalant way. Like, I don't really even care. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And, my perspective is I just want to get better every day.
Nice.
No matter how many awards I win, how many nominations I get. Yeah. I just want to get better every day. Yeah. Every day get better.
Yeah.
And so, the director, Maurice Paramore, was pleased, and I got a lot of positive feedback, from some of my fellow actors and actresses that were on set. And I was pleased in the overall, on an overall basis. Of course, we are our worst critics. We think about, well, maybe I could have played that line this way, or maybe I could have turned my head this way, or had my eyes do this. We're going to always be critiquing ourselves because we want to get better.
Right.
But I was very, very pleased. But I guess want to say seal of the deal is going to be sitting in the theater when it premieres and getting the reaction from people.
Nice.
Like if I hear somebody say, man, I would have slapped the hell out of him, I'm going to say, yes, I did my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, hopefully they don't slap me after the premiere,
but be careful.
But I felt like I pulled it off. I felt like I pulled it off.
That's good.
So we'll see. But other than that, man, like you said, just staying on the grind and, just trying to get better every day. That's it.
Yeah. And I had, rehearsal. Remember that 5 short film I told you I was in for Philly Cam? I had rehearsal for that. That went well. Getting ready to shoot that very soon. And remember, that's the role I told you where I have to be like, a little straight out of Bellevue, schizophrenic, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about getting into that role. And shout out to Dana Cowan. She let us borrow her house.
Well, that's what's up.
To film it out of. So I'm really excited about that. And then the other thing I'm excited for. So remember last year I was telling you guys how I was really upset that this particular role that I wanted, I didn't get. Well, they changed managers or they change production companies or whatever, how that goes. They changed. And so an email went out, for us to come back in and audition. So I sent an email, said, hey, listen, I did come in and audition before for that role. Do you want me to do it again? Director said, no, just send me your headshot so I can kind of get a feel for who you are. And I told him the role that I had auditioned for. And so when I sent the information over, he shot back and said, you know what? I remember you.
Right.
And I was like, okay, cool. He said, all right, no, you don't have to come back in. We're just going to be making our decisions and we'll just let you know if you got that part. So I would say a day later, I get the email that the same role that I had auditioned for last year didn't get, but when they changed production companies or whatever, whoever, were in charge at that time, when they changed it, how about I got that role? Yeah,
there you go. You can't say the title, right?
No, I cannot say the title.
NDA.
Right. But how about I got the role? And I'm like, wow, that is just super awesome. And remember last year I said I was like really upset because I really wanted it. And remember I was telling you, Ken, that the director friended me on Facebook, but didn't give me the part.
Right.
And like I said, whatever happened.
Well, life got a way of coming full circle.
Yes.
Man. You know what I mean? For good and bad reasons.
Yes.
And that's why it's so imperative that we dish out good, sow out seeds of goodness. Because like the Cheerios commercial says, good goes around and around and around. Good goes around and around. What? And good can't. You never saw a Cheerios commercial?
No.
You got to see that commercial. It says, that's the thing. Good goes around and around and around and good. So good came back to you.
Okay.
I mean, because you're always helping other people get roles.
You get the bell for doing a commercial. You get the bell for doing a commercial.
Yeah.
You better go ahead.
So that's great. Good does have a way of going around.
All right.
So that's good. You got the role.
I got the role. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy at the fact that he said, you know what, I remember you.
But here's the thing though, and this could be an acting tip, for all of us. And this was told to me by a good friend of mine who, Malik, he does the videos for Meek Mill. Mm-hmm. He also filmed a short film I was in called If It Ain't Got That Swing. Mike A. Pender, Lateef Lanier, Nakia Dillard, Brian A. Wilson is in there. I mean, it's a star that Keith Bullard is in there.
I feel a song coming.
No, ain't no song.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Do I. Well, no, I wasn't going to sing it, but since you started, I was going to keep singing. But, now I forgot what I was going to say.
That song, every time you say that.
No, there was a point I was going to make.
All right, go ahead. I'm going to sing that.
I forgot it because you sang the song.
No, don't do that.
I forgot it. How am I can't. Let me try to remember. So yeah, it was the point that I was going to try. Oh, the guy Malik, who films, you know, some of Meek Mill's videos here in Philly. He also filmed, you know, If It Ain't Got That Swing, at least part 1. That was the one I was in. I played Tugboat. And shout out to the whole entire cast. You know, everybody. I know I'm gonna leave somebody out, but that whole Temple crew, man, they are awesome. And so yeah. So but basically what he said is, if you can make someone feel, they'll always remember you.
Yes.
And so to tie into what you said, you know, by the director, casting agent remembering you, something in your monologue made them feel. Yeah. And so we are in the era of drama, where drama is getting a lot of attention. Drama is getting a lot of attention in this era. Yes. Where you got to be angry, you got to yell, you got to cuss, you got to cry, and stuff like that. Now, every character don't always call for drama, but drama's getting a lot of attention. Yeah, it is. And so when you can do a dramatic monologue, and I know what monologue you did, it definitely was dramatic. Yeah. If you make someone laugh, cry, dislike you, hate you, they'll always remember you, and you know you did your time. So that's good. Kudos to you.
I was happy when he said, "I remember you."
Right. That's always a good feeling, man.
That was a very good feeling, and an even more better feeling is when he gave me the role that was given to somebody else before.
Yeah, I got you.
So
that's how you know it was for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know what? Here's another lesson we can learn out of this in life. This is a life lesson. Delay doesn't always mean denial.
Oh, you better preach. You better preach.
Wait, we had church last week. We did last week. Okay.
Now watch out. Now we're
gonna go to church. Well, maybe some of the residue is flowing over. I don't know. But yeah, so we're just excited about the journey. Yeah. And just clinging to the positive excitement, encouraging, inspirational part of this journey, and just being so grateful and so thankful, so grateful for all the great people we have met. I mean, that's one of the biggest rewards that I've had, like just all the great people that we get the chance to meet and shake hands with and take pictures with and film with and be on set with. Nice. Because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what you are involved in, basketball, acting, on your job, at the end of the day, it's about relationships. And you know you're going to have some negative ones in this lifetime. Yeah. Right? And I'm going to talk about one of the types of negative relationships when I get to Kevin's Corner. But it's about relationships and the connection, the positive, inspirational, encouraging connection that you make with people. Yes. And if you get to make a friend that's going to last a lifetime, or friends that will last a lifetime, then that's cherry and icing on top. But it's about relationships, man. Right. And, you know, with all this drama and gossip and all this stuff, people are just forfeiting positive, blessed relationship. Because guess how your blessing is going to come in life? It's going to come through a relationship.
That's right.
Whether it's I just met this person relationship, an acquaintance relationship, or a long-standing relationship, or a seasonal relationship, or a short-term relationship, it's going to come through a relationship. Even when you do an audition, you got 1 minute or 2 minutes through that monologue to form a relationship with that casting agent.
That's right.
That's going to determine if you get the spot.
That's right.
And if you go in there and don't adhere to the things that you have control over, that relationship is not going to go well in terms of you getting the outcome that you want.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to be careful how we treat people, because you never know what blessing you could be forfeiting.
That's right.
You know, the very person you're lying on and hating on could be the key to something you're praying for, and you don't even know it because you can't get to step by faith.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You better come on, Pastor.
Yeah, man.
You better come on,
this acting journey is just great, man, because
it is.
We have formulated so many relationships. Yeah. We got a special guest that we're going to talk to y'all. Listen.
I can't
wait. Listen, and we got him. He's on the line. And listen, this brother, talk about former relationships. We are just so happy, glad that we have formulated a relationship with this brother. Life caused us to cross paths and connect through the medium of acting. This dude is super duper talented. Awesome. He can do a lot. He can write.
He can write.
He can direct.
Act.
He can act. Yeah. He can bring it. He can act.
Can he sing?
He can sing and he do stunts. I saw some music stuff in there.
He can sing?
I think so. We're going to find out.
Oh, he missed my birthday.
Oh, look, we're not, it's your birthday every week, Nick. You can't ask him to sing.
Well, he missed it.
So he got to sing this week?
Yes.
No, that ain't right. We're not gonna answer the same. No, we're not gonna answer.
We ain't gonna do.
But
okay.
Anyway,
wait. Are we gonna take them?
We gonna take a break, huh?
Are we gonna take them to church though?
Should we take them to church?
We're gonna take them to church now.
Let's take them to church.
We're gonna take them to church.
All right. So we're gonna take a break, but before we do, the next voice you're gonna hear, is the preeminent, best futurist, the dynamic,
preach,
break it down for you, bring it back to school on you, take it back to work again,
Pastor.
He gonna bring it full-fledged, he gonna bring it like he do it,
all the way from
Gilligan's Island,
Pastor.
Yo, Gilligan, get off the island. It's like, yo, we need to stop playing, man. But anyway, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, you're going to hear from our special, super duper talented guests. It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We will be right back.
Yo, you play too much.
No, you do.
Yeah. Now, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the Benz with the spoilers, on the low from the Jake and the Taurus, trying to get my hands on some grants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal, 3-course meal, spaghetti, fettuccine and veal, but still, everything's real in the field, and what you can't have now, leave when you will, but don't knock me for trying to bury 7 zeros over in Rio de Janeiro. Ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard on your hot 9-7 every day, that's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums, 5+5s who drive millenniums. It's all about the Benjamins. What? I get a 50-pound bag for the mutts, 5 carrots on my hands with the cuts, and something European chromed out with the clutch. What?
Drinking more liquor, driving a broke bigger. I'm with mo sippers, watched by gold diggers, rocking Bajor denims with gold zippers. Lost your touch, we kept ours, popping crystals, freaking the 3-quarter reptiles. Enormous cream, forest green, binge Jeep for my team. So while you sleep, I'm a scheme. You see through, so why nobody never gonna believe you. You should do what we do, stack chips like. Don't let the melody intrigue you, cause I leave you. I'm only here for that green paper with
I'm strictly trying to cop those colossal size Picassos and have poppy chips outside those gastos. The end with cash flowing like Sosa and the Latin chick. Stampeding over pop modes, never sober. Flexing Range Rovers up here by Minnesota. Avoiding arcs with camcorders and Chevy Novas. Stash in the building with this chick named Alona from Daytona. When I was young, I want the boner, but now I only hit chicks who win beauty pageants, tricking and taking me skiing at the Aspens. Gangsta mental, stay popping twist out. It's Madeline the act coupe the dark brown. Pinky ringing, gondolas with the man singing. Italian music down the river with your chick clinging to my poses. Play you mad fools, acting hard when you was as RuPaul's.
Come on.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. 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 It's all about the Benjamins,
what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the Benz with the spoilers, on the low from the Jake and the Taurus.
Wanna bumble with the B, huh? Throw a hex on the whole family. Dressed in all black like the omen. Have your friends singing, this is for my homies. And you know me for making me so sick. Lost in my 6 with the Lex on the wrist. If it's murder, you know she wrote it. Put me rumors for your deep worth. No, you wanna feel the room, cause it's platinum coated. Take your pick, gotta be mounted, I should've told it. All that kick, player hating from the sideline. Why you riding mine? I'm a good fella, kinda late. Stash at the end in Mercedes. Puffy, hold me down, baby. Only female in my crew, then I kick you.
Come on.
I've been had skills, crystal still, hot bills in Brazil. About a mill of ice grill, make it hard to figure me. Be kicking me in my hole, undercover, down the grass road. That's my East Coast girl, the Bentley, the twirl. My West Coast shorty, push the chrome 740, rockin' red man and naughty. Oh, with my kitty cat, yeah, in the bra with her titties at. And I'm living that, I'm like we push, yeah. State Penn, Lord and Penn State. Listen close, it's Francis, the praying mantis. Attack with the hand, my left hand, and his right hand grip on the whip for the smooth getaway. Player haters, get away. On my little yeah, all you summer skis, men don't tempt me. Only to hell I send thee. All about the Benji squad.
Oh yeah. You wanna rumble with the beat, huh? What? Put a hex on the whole family. Yo, man. Oh my god.
She crazy. Man.
Yeah, she is crazy.
She crazy. Put a hex on the whole
family.
Put
a hex on. She with the beat, huh?
Listen.
What?
That's one girl you cannot mess with.
Yeah.
Okay, she will kill you.
Yeah, she might put a hex on the whole family. She was talking about dressing all black like the Omen. Homie, don't you know, man? Show me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's the Kevin-Nikee
all
Show.
All about the Benzies.
Yeah. We're back. We are back.
Yes.
So yeah, we kind of gave a pre-introduction to our special guest. And then we just want to run down the brothers. I mean, you got an awesome resume.
Run it down. He's got an awesome resume.
So yeah, man, he's an actor, producer, he's a writer, he's in the music department, sound department, he does stunts. You can find this Side of the Town, Chronicles of Omar. He plays K-Rock in that. He is the writer, producer of the-wright-path, short film coming out. He plays Detective Darren Wright. Y'all gonna want to see his performance in this, John. It is gonna be off the hook. He played on Posse, the TV series. Y'all know that one as Jamal. And then Passing Stories.
Yes.
Man, y'all got to see this. He played Jay, Derek, and Keith. But man, let me tell you, that last scene between the father and son, a special guest played the son.
Yeah.
It was moving.
Fire.
It was fire. It was moving.
Fire.
I'm serious. And we know we're going to have to repost that short film in the show this week because because they got to see that. It's like that. Then coming in style, he played the steel worker, the step up, Alonzo. He was even on Luke Cage. But like I said, he was a producer, he's a writer, he's in the music department, sound department, and he even does his own stunts.
Yeah.
He is no other than from the NYC family.
Woo woo.
AJ Franklin. Yo, what's up, man?
What's good?
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. How you?
Good, all man. Right. Good. Hey, man, we want to definitely got to thank you so much, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming on the show, man. And, we definitely got to have you back.
Yes.
I'm going to say it before we even start the interview. We got to have you back with the whole NYC family. Yes. We're going to get everybody on the line. Yes. We're going to talk about your work. We're going to talk about Passing Stories. We're going to talk about tonight, too, the right path, all that old stuff. Yeah. Man, but thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Yes, sir.
So listen, everybody. The awesome AJ Franklin is on the line. Yes, so sir. AJ, tell the listeners a little bit how you got started.
It's funny. I started with the music. I heard Kevin mention that I was into music. That is true. I started with the music. I come from a musical family. I started learning how to play the saxophone. When I was 8 years old. Yeah, and I got into doing like musicals and little plays. Started in church and then went on through grade school and college, and but it was in high school that I was pretty sure that I knew that I wanted to do acting and music. Like,
nice.
I'm not one of those. I wasn't one of those kids, who they're not sure what they really want to do, which direction they want to go in, or what their purpose is. Like, I knew early on, so that was never hard for me to figure out. So yeah, it started at a very young age. Being around music videos and different production sets, and when I was in high school, a good friend of mine, he had a recurring role on The Wire.
Okay.
He was also doing like shows like Law and Order and Cold Case.
Okay.
So that motivated me because it showed me that it was possible. Like, hey, this profession that I want to get into, it's not far-fetched, it's attainable.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how I got my start.
That's what's up. Nice.
Now you mentioned that you did some plays like in high school. Did you do any Shakespeare?
I did do a little Shakespeare. I went to a school for the arts in Baltimore, Maryland. That's where I grew up, in Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm from New York, but I was raised in Maryland. We did some Shakespeare, and we did a lot of contemporary and modern productions, and I got to be on both sides of it. That's what I really appreciate about that education. You know, I got to act in the musicals and plays, but I also got to be in a pit band.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You know what a pit band is?
Okay.
It's the band that plays along during a play or a musical.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Both sides of it.
Nice. Now, you know in Shakespeare, they make you wear tights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you wear any tights?
Yeah, I had to wear a couple funny costumes.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I was in a show choir called Great Expectations, and we used to sing different, like, Disney songs and, you know, like, just all the stuff that the kids like, you know what I mean? We did a lot of different types of shows and traveled, you know, all over the country. And some of our costumes were crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
I got you, man. That's what's up. But now, you know, you have that theater, that strong theater foundation and background. Nikee has a strong theater foundation and a background in theater as well. Tell our listeners how your theater background has translated over to film, because they say that some of the best film, TV and film actors kind of really had that foundation in theater. And it doesn't mean that you can't be a great TV and film without theater, but I know that it does help tremendously. Yeah. So tell our listeners how your theater background has helped and translated to film.
Yeah, so I believe it's helped a lot because theater, you really train on how to be good on your toes.
Okay.
Retake.
Right.
It's now or never with theater.
Right.
It helps you to act big, and what I mean by that is, you know, projection, going off the energy of the audience. It helps you to have bigger moments.
Okay.
And it really widens your range. You know, like, because it's a lot of big moments in theater, but then, you know, you got to learn how to bring it down. And it helps you also with your memorization. Right. That's a big thing. And, you know, when you get to become a professional actor for film and TV, that memorization is very important, because if you're doing a TV show, you know, you might get a script for the episode you're shooting, and then when you get to set that day, you know, one of the producers or writers might come to you and be like, yeah, we just scrapped out all the shots for today. These are your new styles.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. We're gonna be shooting in 30 minutes.
Right. You're right.
So, like, yeah, I've seen it happen, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's probably the best thing that I can say I got out of theater is just the memorization.
Okay.
You know, learning how to memorize fast and memorize a lot fast.
Gotcha.
Because you gotta, you know, it's you gotta be quick on your toes and gotta be able to produce. Right. You gotta be able to produce a product. You know, 'cause at the end of the day,
absolutely,
it's a business, and you as the actor, you are a product of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, man. Now, I was asked the question about memorization, you know, because sometimes as an actor, you know, when you're grinding, you know, you can have 5 scripts that you're studying at once. And, you know, I gave my advice in terms of how I go about doing memorization. What tips can you give our listeners, or, you know, somebody that's an actor or aspiring actor that could help you with memorization? I know you had your theater background, but what was your technique approach to memorization?
The first thing I do is read the script of the sides a bunch of times.
Okay.
Without acting it in my mind.
Okay.
Like just reading it again to, you know, to get the words on the paper, like a visual memory in my head.
Gotcha.
Just reading it over and over again. And then another exercise I do is I'll read sentences over and over, like the same sentence until I know I have it, and then I'll go to the next sentence and combine it with the first sentence I just memorized.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Now, when you get something on the fly, you have to be able to do it fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, so if you're not afforded the time to, like, just read it without interruption and without so much trying to interpret it as an actor, like how you're going to act it out, definitely that's one of the things I do. I'll read a sentence like, for example, it's going to be funny. If the sentence is, Mary had a little lamb, right? I'll read Mary had a little lamb as many times as I have to until it's instilled in my brain. That's the line.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And then once I have that, I'll move on and then combine it and combine it and combine it.
Got you.
Nice.
Kind of like that pancake stacking memorization approach. Like get the first line, then the first and second line, then the first, second, and third line. Right. And that was the advice that I gave to a young lady who had asked me, and because that was kind of what I learned as well, the pancake stacking approach. So that's awesome, man.
That is. So then,
absolutely, it's not complicated.
Right. So then you move from acting to directing now, right? You move from acting to directing, and you see like a lot of actors standing like before you. How can you determine which actor is like doing that technique? How can you pick that up?
Well, from a directing standpoint, it's not so much my responsibility to see if the actor is picking that up or what they're actually doing to prepare. It's more so, giving them the direction that I want them to go in. It's up to the actor to be ready. It's not up to the director. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So you guys, that's the actor's job. It's not the director's job to get the actor ready. The actor has to be. They have to be ready, and they have to be ready to take the direction.
Right.
But as far as the directing, that's something that I'm just starting to get into. That's more so my guy kwaz-frazier. That's more so his thing. He's teaching me like the different techniques and styles of directing. We worked on a couple things together. I'm sure we're going to touch on those things. It's more so from my standpoint, it's more so the producing that I'm into like a lot more now.
Okay.
Into the producing and, the casting process. That's changed my whole outlook on acting, casting people.
Wow.
Like, I really get it more now.
Okay. Like explain, like elaborate for somebody, maybe they can learn from what your perspective and what you learned.
Sure. So like, there's been auditions. I'm gonna use myself as an example. There's been auditions that I've done, and I prepared. I got my mind where it was supposed to be. I interpreted the script to the best of my ability, and I go in and I kill that audition. And I walk out, and I'm like, there's no way that they're not gonna give me this part. Like, there's no way.
Right.
I just killed that thing. So, and then I don't get the part.
Right.
And I used to be left dumbfounded by it. Like, how in the world didn't I get that part? Like, I felt every word, every emotion, every action in this character that I just portrayed. How did I get that part? And then when I started working on my own stuff, and we started casting for it, and I started watching like these audition tapes and stuff like that. And you have other actors, they might really do the same thing. They might kill the scene, but it just might not be what you're looking for.
Right.
Because when you write something or you produce something, in your mind what it is that you're looking for.
Gotcha.
It could be the smallest thing that will make you lose that part. Like, somebody could act it out and they don't have the look you're looking for. You might see somebody that looks a little bit older, or they have more of a wise look, or somebody that looks a little younger, somebody that may be slimmer, somebody that may be bigger. There's always factors, and that goes into I want to segue that into something I heard Nikki talking about earlier. about, you weren't understanding why you didn't get that part. And then when they changed production, they changed producers, you ended up getting that role. And with actors, you got to understand that certain things are just out of your control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta accept it. You gotta accept that certain things are out of your control. You're given the opportunity to audition. You do your best. You give it your all. And after that, you just leave it alone. Give it to God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Certain things are just out of your control. And when it's your time, it's your time. When it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by, like, I just got a bigger understanding and gained more of a respect for the casting process from becoming a producer.
Nice.
Man, listen, I really appreciate you sharing that because, first of all, I know that helped a lot of people listening because it set them free from pressure. It set them free from thinking that they're a failure because they don't get the part. I watched the video that talks about, it was called something along the lines of 1,000 casting reasons, but it was like 995 that you had no control over or had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
If I'm 6'7" and they looking for somebody 6 feet, I can go in there and kill that audition all I want.
Right.
Unless the director changed the script, then I'm not going to get that spot.
Right.
But I love the points that you're hitting on. You talked about it's the actor's job to be ready.
Yeah.
Wardrobe ready, Johnny on the spot, know your lines, and be ready to take direction. Me and Nikki talked about at the beginning of the show, having that professional mindset. What you just said was that's the professional mindset.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
Reason why I asked him that question is because you have some actors who come on set with their scripts and they are learning their lines on set, getting ready to shoot.
Right, absolutely.
And as an actor, you're supposed to put in that time before you get there.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
The work of the actor is done outside that classroom.
Yeah, but we've been in films with different actors who have the script right there, and studying trying to lock in the lines and getting ready to go shoot.
Yeah,
right, absolutely.
There might be some situations where that has to happen, but I've also been on different sets, different indie projects where there was no excuse for the actor to be just learning their lines because they might have had the script for like a week or weeks.
Right.
So I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the bottom line is, we always talk about the one take Drake and stuff like that. And that's always what we strive for. And we strive for it not to brag about it. We strive for it because it's a professional courtesy to your director and your fellow actors. And when you can pull it off, it's a heck of an accomplishment because you put in the work.
Yes.
So it is something to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? But I love exactly what you're saying, man. And how you are really.
One thing, Drake is a big deal. Is a big deal from the production side because the thing that a lot of people don't think about, and it's not necessarily for them to think about, but this is just from a production standpoint.
Right.
Like, you're renting a space. Paying for things. Time is money. A director and crew, they're going to appreciate someone who comes in and knocks what they have to do out and just allow that time to move on and work on other things because that time is everything. That's how you could be fighting daylight.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It could be 2:00 in the afternoon, but you have 3 more scenes to shoot before it gets dark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you knocking out what you had to do the first time, or even the first and second time, you just allowed that production team to be able to complete those 3 scenes before it started getting dark.
Right.
Yeah.
And they really appreciate those things. Those are the types of conversations that happen behind closed doors.
Wow.
Those are the types of things that might get you an opportunity to come back.
I was going to say.
I was going to say that.
I was going to say. Absolutely.
Awesome.
This is kind of one of them things, like, how, like, a parent tells a child, you got to do good in school. And, they don't want to hear from the parent, And then somebody, like a coach says, you got to do good in school. And they come home and say, mommy, coach told me I got to do good in school. And I'm doing good in school. Well, AJ is saying everything that we've been saying. So I'm glad you said it, man.
Yeah, you get the bell.
You get the bell, bro.
You get the bell, man.
Mommy and daddy.
Yeah, man. Now I gotta ask this. I mean, along with the producing, directing, and acting, you are a phenomenal writer.
Yes.
We got to jump into passing stories. Yeah. Like, where did you get your love of writing? You know, you write very, very well. Where did you get your love of writing from? And then we want to jump into passing stories.
Sure. So aside from the art, I've always had a passion for like literature and writing. I used to like reading a lot and studying history. And when I went to college, I was a theater major, but I minored in English.
Oh wow! Okay. And
it's always been something that interests me, and it's always been like like a therapy for me. Just
okay.
Writing. Not even always in a story format. You know what I'm saying? Just writing in general. It could be writing a journal about how my day went, or it could be writing an essay on something that I just read. I was never that guy that student who was mad that they had to write a book report.
I got you.
That's different.
I was a good writer.
I was too. I didn't want to do it. I hated it too.
Yeah. Especially if it was something that I enjoyed reading.
Okay.
I can't wait to write about that. So writing has always been something that I've gravitated towards. So yeah, that's how I got my start in writing. Now screenwriting, that's newer to me.
Okay.
That's newer to me. Passing Stories was the first screenplay I wrote.
Okay.
And I wrote it, but it started because some people that I know, they might have read lyrics that I wrote over the years, or might have read reports that I wrote, different things, and they say, you should write more. You acting, you should try your hand at writing. You know what I'm saying? And then also with that, I was battling, the whole audition and trying to break into the industry thing, where it's like I'm auditioning for all these shows, I'm not booking. I'm tired of asking for permission to showcase what I have to show.
I got you. I like
that.
As I say in church, I like where you're going. I like where you're going with this.
I want to stop asking for permission.
There you go.
I like to write. I've been told that I'm a pretty good writer. Let me try my hand at screenwriting, and then let me tell my own story.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Asking for permission, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yep.
That's what happened. That's how I got into screenwriting.
Nice. Now tell us how you came up with Passing Stories.
Yeah.
Okay, Passing Stories. So to piggyback off of what I was just talking about, one of the things that I was told that I needed to have, but I didn't have, was a reel.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Create your own reel.
I like where you going.
I didn't have a reel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I want a dramatic reel.
Nice.
I want a dramatic reel. You know what I'm saying? I want something to showcase some serious roles, because I want the opportunity for casting directors and producers to see this, and maybe hopefully that can lead me to bigger role opportunities. So I wanted to show a little bit of emotional range.
Yeah.
So that's where the inspiration first came from. And then to get more specific, I took events from my personal life and just fictionalized it.
Got you.
Like I exaggerated it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just took it like, so this happened in my life, but what if it happened like this? And that's how I wrote Passing Stories.
Nice.
That's why a lot of people, they really gravitate towards it from an emotional level, because people can actually relate to those stories.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we got to talk about that last final scene, and where you and James Brickhouse, you play the son, Jay Brickhouse play the father. It's a very, very moving scene, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I was like Jamie Foxx when he was in Annie. I got dust in my eye because it made me want to shed a little tear, man.
Yeah.
But it was. My thing is, tell us a little bit about that scene for the listeners that don't know. We're gonna post it on our show page so people can watch it, and then tell us how you prepared for that scene, because it was a tearjerker.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So that scene is between a boy who's become a man, and his father. They've been estranged. They haven't seen each other their whole lives. He's pretty much grown up and had to be the man of his house because his father wasn't there. And, he finally gives his father a chance to have a conversation, because, these are the things that you don't see. This is what led to that scene.
Mm-hmm.
He's been trying to, make contact with him, and he's been getting brushed off. So he finally says, I'm gonna get this man a chance. I'm gonna see what he got to say. So finally comes over, and he hears what he has to say, and they have a really emotional, maybe like an intervention.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like an intervention. They just let it all out, and I think that it's just a story that's relatable to a lot of young men, especially young black men.
Absolutely.
The relationships that they have with their fathers, and there's a lot of different reasons why that story is relatable, but it is a relatable story. You know what I'm saying? That's the case in a lot of households. A lot of young men and young women are growing up in America in single parent homes.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It has lasting damage and lasting effects. So it's actually powerful that they did talk. And they did hear each other out.
Man, it's
so that's why it's called resentment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this just is a reminder for us as actors, a reiterator that we have a service to the world as actors. Because like in that scene, it's kind of like you got this maybe African-American kid, perhaps, I mean, it could be any race, but specific, let's just say it's African-American, who would love that opportunity to spill their guts to their father. And you brought healing because they got a chance to watch it and live it through you, thus bringing healing in their life. Because they were able to see you reenact what they would like the opportunity to do, perhaps may never get it, but to be able to identify, like you said, connect with, it brings healing. And man. And this is one of the reasons why we take acting very, very serious from a professional standpoint, because one of our number one priorities is we understand that we have been blessed with this opportunity, this access to give a service to the world. Because when people are watching us on the big screen, they're not thinking about their bills. They're not thinking about, their supervisor on their job. They're thinking about and engaging and connecting with the characters. And how we portray that gives a service to the world. Now, yes, people are going to not like our characters, but that identifying factor brings about what the world is looking for, an escape.
Yeah.
An escape, but a positive one.
A positive
escape. So that's powerful, man. And like I said, we're going to post the short film in the show so people can watch it. They're going to really, really enjoy it. And they're really going to be moved by that last shot. They're going to really be moved. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Any feedback off of it.
Okay, definitely.
Nice. Now I want to jump into. Sure.
You sure can.
Another thing that scene to me, the message, a hidden message in it is that it's okay to let out your feelings. It's okay.
Right.
To show emotion.
Yeah.
A lot lot of men feel like they gotta be so strong, so masculine, so they internalize their feelings, their emotions, and that can also lead to some negative things. So that was something else that I wanted to just, get off in that scene. That it's okay to let it out. Right. That character, he had a lot of built up emotion and anxiety, and he was just able to just let it out. It was a release for him, and I just want to encourage more men to do that, release those emotions. Don't internalize. It's okay. You're not a punk if you let it out. Right.
Yeah.
You're actually stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just wanted to say that.
Well, that's powerful. I'm so glad you said that, because we live in a world where masculinity is not defined properly. If you got tear ducts, you have tear ducts for a reason. Now, as a man, should you be crying every day? Probably not. Not every day, but I'm just saying.
But if you do, it's okay.
But wait a minute. I'm saying if you're crying every day, then I'm gonna go a step further and say go get help. And it's okay. I'm gonna add to what AJ said and go get help. It's okay to get counseling. Wow. But what I'm gonna say is, if you got tear ducts, as a man, it's okay to cry. It takes a stronger man to cry in a world where masculinity is not defined properly, and it's okay to say, man, bruh, that hurt. It's okay. Mm-hmm. But we live in a world where, like AJ said, you got to hold it all in. You got to be tough. But here's how it manifests itself when you hold it all in. Why do you think a whole lot of men is angry? Anger turns to bitterness, because unresolved hurt is going to turn to anger.
That's right.
The progression of anger is anger, bitterness, wrath, rage, revenge, and then ultimately you're making a decision like pulling a trigger or stabbing somebody or making a decision that you don't want to make.
Yeah.
So if you can be human like the rest of us, hurt is a part of life. We gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
It's how we deal with it.
Yeah.
And crying is a part of how you deal with it. It's true. A release. It's a positive release that God has given all of us to be able to deal with that pressure. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad he said that, man, because it's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You hear him preaching?
You know what I'm saying?
Preaching, right? I know.
Oh, man, I'm glad he's saying this stuff, man.
He preaching.
It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, what we going to move to?
Look, listen, now we about to move on to the right path.
Oh,
Is that all right, Pastor?
Can we talk about the right path?
Is that all right, Pastor?
Yeah, we can touch on the right path.
Okay, no. We got to make sure that it's okay to talk about it, because I know it hasn't been released yet. So, we got the boss on the line.
We got the boss.
So
on the
yeah,
line.
We got to check in.
I was talking to the pastor of the church.
That's why I can be quiet on that one. So yeah, man, we got to talk about the right path.
Yes,
definitely well written, well directed. Definitely shout out to Kwaz. And the whole Miss Ann,
crew,
Jay Brookhouse, the whole cast and crew. Once again, we're going to get them on the line. We're going to get them on the show. It's going to be the NYC Family Edition.
Listen, I had so much fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. And I like it because it's a family thing. Everybody in that NYC family helps everybody. We had Miss Ann come over. She brought all the props and had a van load of props. And they had, am I telling too much? They had trucks out there.
Okay, don't talk too
much.
All
right, I'm getting hyped. I'm just excited.
Don't talk too
much. But go ahead, man.
I gotta stop him. I gotta stop him.
Slow me down, man.
Because he about to tell the whole thing.
You didn't reveal too much.
Okay, all right. Well, look, we'll let you reveal it, man. So tell us a little bit about the right path. Definitely well written, well directed.
Yes.
Definitely want to give a shout out to Lottie Dye, everybody. But tell us about that.
Yeah, shout out to everybody from the right path. So it's a crime, drama, and action. Mm-hmm. It's about a young NYPD detective. He just made detective, and he's overzealous. He just wants to make his name. He wants to be the best detective that ever touched the NYPD, and that can be to his detriment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he ends up he's investigating a string of small unarmed robberies, and he ends up doing an arrest for one of those small unarmed robberies. He ends up stumbling across a huge case, and he sees an opportunity to take down a big fish in a crime-ridden New York City.
Okay.
So he takes advantage of that opportunity, and it goes from there. Now, the right path. Let me just tell you, I truly believe that this film is going to touch on every emotion humanly possible.
Okay.
Nice.
It's going to make you laugh.
Yeah.
It's going to make you mad. It's going to make you cry. You're going to feel joy. You're just going to have mixed emotions, and that was the goal in the writing.
I got you.
Shout out to kwaz-frazier.
Yes, sir.
He directed The Right Path, but he also co-wrote it.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Kwaz is that dude.
Yes, he is. He's serious.
Yeah. Very talented man.
Yeah, very, very super talented man. He don't play no games on set. He don't play no games on set.
No, he's about his business.
He's about his business. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Together. He's about his business.
Yeah.
We're like-minded. We're like-minded when it comes to, our visions and the types of things we want to obtain and the type of impact we want to make in this industry and bigger than that in the world. That's what brought us together. Passion Stories was our first time working together collectively.
Okay.
And, so by the time we finished up with Passion Stories, the chemistry was there.
Yeah.
The chemistry was there. So The Right Path was easy. It was easy from a writing standpoint. It was fun.
Okay.
It was definitely fun. So that's the Right Path. It's coming soon. We're actually getting ready to drop a trailer very soon.
Okay.
Nice.
We're gonna get their first look.
Can't wait.
And look, we definitely got to add that Passion Stories won some awards.
Yes.
Oh, so they're award-winning writer, director, actor.
Yes.
We left that out.
Yes. We cannot leave that out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to talk about that award, man.
Yeah, so we got into the New York State TV Film and Plays Festival.
Oh, okay.
And we won Best Short Film.
Wow.
Nice.
We won Best Director.
Nice.
Best Actor. Best Supporting Actor. Best Cinematography.
Damn.
We just cleaning up there, man.
Y'all get the bell. Y'all get the bell on that.
Cleaning up. Yes. Get the bell.
It just started out as an idea for a reel and ended up touching a lot of people.
Wow.
Nice. I love it.
Love it.
It's amazing. Definitely a blessing.
Yeah, man. Powerful, man. We had to throw that in.
Yeah, we had to
throw the awards in.
Yeah.
They are award-winning actor, writer, director. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
the whole nine. Whole nine.
Absolutely. Well, listen, AJ, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Like I said, we got to have you back and the New York City family back on the show. We can have as many as we can have. We're going to have everybody call in.
Yes.
And we're going to talk. We're going to talk about The Right Path when it comes out and all kinds of things, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a phenomenal writer, actor, director, producer, stunts, award-winning, all that stuff. You get the bell, bro.
He racking up bells. He racking up
awards. That's what's up.
Yes.
Special. Real quick before I go, I just want to thank you and Nikki, Kevin and Nikki, man. You guys are professionals. You're talented. You're serious about your craft, and you both are in the right path. You both were in Passion Stories, and you guys are going to be in much more when it comes to AJ Franklin.
Oh,
nice.
Thank you, brother.
Oh,
thank you, man. Definitely appreciate that,
much.
man.
We got like 4 more projects in the lineup right now.
Nice.
And trust me, y'all gonna be a part of it. And also, I want to make a quick announcement. We're bringing back Passion Stories.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we're bringing back Passion Stories. It's gonna become a series.
Oh,
get out of here.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free and available to the public on YouTube. And people are gonna be able to get their feedback. There's gonna be a lot more people involved. The stories are gonna vary. It's gonna be more actors.
That's what's up.
What I'm saying? So
that's what's up.
We're bringing it back. Got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, sure did.
Nice. Very nice.
Listen, man, thank you so much,
Very
man,
nice.
for the opportunity to, first of all, it's been a blessing just meeting you and the New York City family. We always look forward to taking that trip down the turnpike. Thank you for the opportunity to be in, passing stories, the right path, and anything forthcoming, man. And
thank you so much.
We really, really appreciate it, man, from the top, middle, and bottom of our hearts. But before you go, man, in case somebody wants to follow you, maybe they might want a shot at being in one of your films, put your social media out there, man. Your Twitter, Snapchat, whatever you got, man. Instagram, Facebook. You know how people can follow you, follow the right path, follow Passing Stories, and maybe contact you if they want to get booked.
Snapchat is only 60 seconds.
Oh, Snapchat?
Yeah, I don't have Snapchat.
Okay, me neither. I just was saying it because it's just, I guess it's out there. I hear you.
Yeah. So on Facebook, you can request me as a friend or follow me at AJ Franklin, A.J.Franklin. On Instagram, I'm also AJ Franklin or real, REEL_AJ.
There it is.
You can also follow the Right-Path movie on Instagram and on Facebook. The Right-Path movie coming soon.
Yep, and that's the Right Path, WRIGHT. Right Path. Check it out. It's gonna be nice. Absolutely, man.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, listen, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening, man. Thank you once again for coming on the show, and we'll be talking to you and be in touch real soon, man.
Yes.
Continued success and blessings to you.
Likewise, my brother and my sister. Y'all stay blessed.
Yeah,
you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Man.
Awesome.
He's awesome. He is super awesome. He dropped down some nuggets, though.
Listen, I hope people was taking notes. Because, after our guests dropped their science from...
He was dropping it down.
Yeah, I hope they
Oh, my God.
I mean, I love what he said. It's the actor's job to come to set ready. Yeah. Wardrobe ready, on time. Johnny on the spot. Know your lines. Got it. He talked about that casting process. Mm-hmm. There's so many things that's out of our control.
Yeah.
Go in there and take care of what's in your control.
Yeah.
Your wardrobe, your smile, your appearance, your lines, your monologue, and let the chips fall where they may.
Yep.
That freed a whole lot of people right there.
But the thing for me, because, we talk about it all the time, is when he said he don't want to keep fighting to show his talent.
I love that. Now, we talk about that all the time.
That was,
You know what?
He ain't
on the line when he get the belt.
He said he is tired of fighting to show his talent. So he decided to
let me write my own stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what it's about there.
And winning awards on top of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That right there was fire.
But you know something?
It was fire.
You know what I like when the best blessings is when you got into it or did something for humble reasons.
Yeah.
I just want to do this so I can get my reel. And you turned into an award-winning writer, director, actor. And that's almost to me seems to be a life lesson.
Yeah.
That's not to say that people, won't reach for stuff and get it. Because you can reach for stuff and go at it. We know in this world, a lot of people stepping on people, hurting people to get to the top and stuff like that. But when you got into it for humble reasons and it's turning out better, that's how you know God is in something.
I like how he said it, because pretty much he's writing his own success.
Right, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
He's writing his own success.
Right.
And what way to do it? Pick up that pen and that paper. I love it. I love it. He get the bell again.
Yeah.
Again.
And then, and I got to add this. I got to go back on this about the men.
What?
That was powerful, man. That was powerful coming from a man to say, "Hey, man, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to say, bruh, that hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay, man.
It's okay if the brothers cry every day. Maybe.
Come on, don't even try. Damn well you and a whole lot of other black women will have a problem with a man that's crying every day.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, to each his own. I ain't knocking nobody.
If he sees something on television and it touches him in a certain way where he just want to cry about it, it's okay.
So you mean to tell me if a man came home every day watching Ghosts and was crying on the couch, and you walked in from work and he was crying every day, you wouldn't have a problem with that? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. But no, what we saying is it's okay. That's the bottom line. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, man.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay, man.
Just lay your head on my shoulder when you do it.
See, and I can hear you a year from now saying, "Man, if this dude don't stop crying." I can hear you. It's good when it started out, you know. But anyway, but that was a great interview.
That was a great interview.
Great interview.
I mean,
somebody got help. If you was an actor and didn't get help, like you wasn't paying attention.
I am so humbled and deeply honored to be connected.
Yeah, man.
With the entire crew.
Yeah, man.
Out in New York.
Yes,
and I feel honored to call them family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when we went out there the first time, they truly embraced us.
Yeah, that was
it's been full steam ahead ever since. And so I'm just honored to be to be in the camp.
Right. And I said at the top of the show, life is about the relationships that you form.
Yeah, and I'm
people that you meet and stuff like that, and showing respect and love and thankfulness and gratefulness, and it'll take you a long way. We missed another nugget.
What?
The other nugget, he talked about the one take Drake behind the scenes conversation. That helped our production go smooth. We got to bring them back. So he helped people get cast and stuff.
Though?
What's that?
I wonder if they got some bloopers from when we were doing the right-path.
Oh, I'm sure they did. We got a couple bloopers.
This one blooper.
Oh yeah, we got a couple. Yeah, we got a lot of bloopers.
This is one blooper where I don't want to give the movie away.
Right.
But if they got it, like, I don't want to give the movie away. But I did something when I was supposed to be, like, pointing my thing.
Okay.
And I kept saying...
you can't say things, because now... Your weapon.
Okay, my weapon.
Yeah, your weapon.
How about that? Okay. My weapon.
Because people saying pointing.
And I was saying some stuff out my mouth.
Right.
Instead of pointing a weapon, and I bust out. They all started laughing.
Okay, yeah. It was some definitely.
It was some.
We had fun being professional, and that was great, man.
And it's because Kwaz like, Nikki, you don't have to say it.
Right.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And it just happened.
It was great. It was a great experience. I had
so much fun.
It was a lot of fun, man. It was a great experience.
I had so much fun. It was an awesome experience. Passing stories, awesome experience. And then here we are in the right path.
Right.
And I love the fact how they, called us on the phone and we went right on up there.
That's it, man.
So I love that. So shout out to AJ Franklin, our special guest for today, and Kwaz and the whole entire
City
crew.
Family.
Brick House, Internet Pinkston, everybody, la-di-da, everybody. Just awesome. Every last one of them, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we about to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So we got news and sports. All right. So the biggest thing in sports, or biggest news in sports, is #1 Alabama statement against LSU was unnecessary, but it was impressive. I mean, so basically, this was a big game. They was talking about all this stuff down in Death Valley and all this stuff. So in the waning moments, victory long since secured, a small group of fans along the visitor sideline started a familiar chant. We want Bama. We want Bama. We want Bama. Well, gang, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because these were Alabama fans. And so this goes down as a superb troll job, yes, but considered for a moment after the Crimson Tide's 29-0 victory against LSU, that it is entirely possible that they are correct. So basically what they were doing was just mocking the LSU fans. Right. Y'all wanted Bama, y'all got them. This is a team that has racked up many national championships, a powerhouse every year. But not only that, when the beatdown was complete, Nick Saban let everyone know that his team had wanted to make a statement. And senior running back Damian Harris helpfully explained. And he basically said that we are for real, Harris said. And I think we proved that to ourselves more than anybody else. And so we're not sure if it needed proving to anybody else. But anyway, and let's be real, the idea of a showdown Saturday night sounded good. But if you watch the team's journey to get to the Tiger Stadium, it also seemed more than a little forced.
Nice.
So Alabama Crimson Tide, shout out to the Tide, roll Tide, roll. they rolled right over LSU 29-0, making a statement that, hey, we are the best. And you want the best, you got to come through us.
That's right.
Also in sports, I wanted to share that our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to the Mick Kilgore family. He was a Philadelphia legend, Philly legend. Went to West Philly High School.
Yes.
He was Player of the Year in 1998.
Yeah.
He went on to play and star at Temple University. And Mick Kilgore passed away this week. And so our thoughts and prayers are with the Kilgore family. Mm-hmm. And I knew Mick Kilgore personally, had the chance to be in workouts with him and things like that. He was a very, very talented player, very, very beloved dude. And the Temple University basketball teams is in mourning right now, past and present, because one of their own has transitioned. So we wanted to let the family know, the Philly basketball world know, the Temple University basketball world know that our thoughts and prayers are with the Kilgore family, and we're sending positive vibes. Rest in peace, number 24. Mick Kilgore. That's all I got in sports.
All right. Well, in news, Halloween was over the weekend last week. And, I look forward to seeing all the children out, getting their candy. But it did not come without any drama.
Oh, yeah.
14-year-old Micaiah and her 5-year-old brother Mayo were shot while out trick-or-treating on the 5700 block of Hope Street in Philadelphia. That's in the Albany section of Philadelphia. Both of them were taken to the hospital. Micaiah was treated and released. Her brother Mayo was taken he was transferred to St. Christopher's Hospital. The police officers got together because Micaiah, when he was shot, all his candy and everything were all over the street. Mm-hmm. So the police officers did an awesome thing. They got together and they all went to St. Christopher's Hospital and brought Micaiah a whole bunch of candy.
That's nice.
That's
a good story, because like I said, all the police officers out here aren't bad.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of good police officers out here that are, doing great deeds and great service to our community. White, black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Asian, of all nationalities that are doing a great job. And sometimes it's just those little bad apples that make it bad in terms of perspective towards everybody. And everybody's not that way.
Yeah, so
but it brings about the fact that we live in a day and age where kids can't even go out trick-or-treating no more.
Can't even
and
go
have
out.
fun.
You look for each year. You look forward to the costumes and the different things that the children have come up. With the costumes. And what you don't want to hear is that while the children are out trick or treating, they're being shot at.
Right.
You don't want to hear that.
Right.
So or kidnapped or whatever, or ran over. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear that the children are out having fun, having a good time. And this Halloween, wasn't so good. This 14-year-old young lady and her 5-year-old brother. Come on, man.
And you know what? And that's why what a lot of people are doing, on Halloween is turning to alternatives. I remember years and years ago at my church, they would have Hallowed Be Thy Name night. They would, because they put razor blades, all this dumb stuff in poison and candy. So to make sure that the candy and the food, was safe, people are having their own little functions. And we I'm not against people wanting to go out and trick or treat. All we're saying is be safe out there. Understand the ways of the world. Mm-hmm. But if you can get to a private function where it's going to be screened, that just might be the better option. Because we got to dwell according to wisdom of what we know about the ways of the world.
Yeah. And the church I grew up in, it was called I Have a Dream Night, where instead of wearing those costumes, those scary costumes and different things like that, we had to dress up as what we wanted to be when we grew up. So you had a lot of firefighters, police officers, doctors, lawyers, presidents and different things. And let me tell you, the candy, because all of the parents got involved. So all of the parents, brought candy. There. Yeah. And so our bags were filled to the brim as if we went door to door.
Right.
It's safer.
That's what's up. Now, on Hallowed Be Thy Name night, we dressed up as biblical characters. So and they would do it like a skate party. So you would skate.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to tell you what I dressed up. I dressed up as Moses. So I had the white wig on. 6'7" black man with a white wig on, white beard, and I made the 10 Commandments out of aluminum foil.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, I took a sheet and I sewed it so it looked like a robe, and I had a staff. I found an old tree staff. And I did it for the kids. You know what I mean? I did it for the kids. What? And I was roller skating. I couldn't take my staff out there. But I had my aluminum foil 10 Commandments around there.
Whoever got that footage.
And I did not fall.
Whoever got that footage, we need to see it.
That's like you said on Black Panther, delete the footage. That has been destroyed.
Whoever has that footage, we need to see that.
Delete the footage. Delete the footage.
We need to see that footage.
But it was so much fun. I did it for the kids and stuff, and they really, really got a kick out of it. But, you know, your boy was out there, as Moses was out there, roller skating, and I did not fall once.
Listen, Mr. B, we need that footage.
Yeah.
We need that footage.
Yeah.
And in other news, Harvey Weinstein is in the news again.
Oh, man.
A 16-year-old, she did not want to give her name, so she wants to be called Jane Doe, but a 16-year-old accused Harvey Weinstein of allegedly sexually harassing her in 2002. Now, she met Harvey at a modeling event. And 3 days later, Harvey wanted to take her to lunch, but ended up taking her to an apartment building where he demanded that she take off her clothes and touch his private parts. So, you know, he said to her that he's responsible for Gwyneth Paltrow's career and Penelope Cruz's career, and if she wanted a career like theirs, then she had better undress. Wow. And she had better do what he said what he wanted her to do. Yeah. So now he's in the news for that.
Right. Yeah, and you know, it's a sad commentary, but you know, you have these predators out here preying upon people's emotions, minds, dreams, goals, aspirations, and it really is just sickening.
It is.
And I you know, and it's like, shout out to the Me Too movement. You know, it has to stop. Yeah. You know, this stuff has to stop, and a line has to be drawn in the sand to say, we're not going to tolerate this anymore. Yeah. And in standing up against it, I still have my fair shot at fulfilling my dreams. Because sometimes when you stand up against what's right, you get villainized. Yeah. And you get blacklisted for being the one to say, hey, that's not right. This is wrong. And we live in a day and age where there's a twistedness where now villains or the villains who are out here victimizing look at people who they're victimizing as the bad guy because you didn't allow me to continue to victimize you. Right. Like, how did we get here? Right. And then I read a post on Facebook where someone said, I can't remember who said it, but they said, okay, so when is this dude going to go to jail like Bill Cosby? Yeah. So why are we just gathering information and reporting what he's done? When is he going to go to jail like Bill Cosby? Right. And, you know, the post said y'all couldn't wait to send Bill Cosby to jail. But with this dude, you're taking your sweet time. Right. You're just gathering stories. Meanwhile, he's just walking around. Right. And I know that somebody out there would say, well, they're just allegations. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And they would probably use that as the differentiating argument between he and Bill Cosby. Yeah. But to your point, there seems to be a dragging of the foot in terms of these allegations becoming, you know, not allegations, but facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it appears. So absolutely. Yeah. Now, ain't that some bleep news? The guy who shot up the Jewish synagogue last week. Remember, we brought you guys that story last week. Now here's where the problem come in for me. He pled not guilty and he wants to have a trial. Why are we wasting taxpayers' dollars on this when he did it? Right. How not only did he do it, but he exchanged gunfire with the police officers. Yeah. So we see you see us. So why are we having a trial? Right. I mean, is this thing where it's innocent until proven guilty? You did it. Right. You know, it speaks to a flaw in our system.
It speaks definitely a flaw in the system. Yeah. Definitely.
Where they can see you on video or in person doing these various different things, and you're still innocent until proven guilty, or you have the right to appeal and things like that. So it definitely, appears to be a flaw in our system. And I just don't understand. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm shocked that he's still alive.
I'm shocked that he's still alive as well.
Yeah, because I'm shocked that because I think he would, with what he did, the lives he took, and the gunfire he exchanged with police, that would constitute fearing for your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Absolutely,
and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And the last person to be laid to rest was laid to rest on November 1st. She was 91 years old. Mm-hmm. She was the last person to be laid to rest. Now, come on now.
Wow.
He did it. We know he did it.
There's lives lost to prove it.
There's lives lost to prove it. Why are we having a trial?
Right.
Why are we having a trial? If it was somebody else, it would have been wrapped.
Right.
I'm just going to be honest. If it was someone else, it would have been wrapped. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yep, that's it. That's all I have.
That's all I have.
That's all I have. We're going to see how quickly this trial, goes for this man who,
it should be an open and shut case.
We're going to see.
It should be an open and shut.
We're going to see for this man who went and shot up the synagogue, and now he's pleading not guilty and won a trial.
Right, I got you.
So now it's wasting taxpayers' dollars.
I got you.
That's exactly what it is. It's wasting taxpayers' dollars, and somebody should be like, you ain't getting no trial. You're going to jail. Death penalty for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Automatically. That's it. That's all I got. So we're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's going to be my favorite part of the show. We're going to find out what's bothering Nikee.
Can't get off my horse, and I can't let you go. You are the one who makes me feel so real. Yeah. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do, baby, when I'm so hooked up on you? Then I realize that you are somebody else's guy. Oh yeah. Why you wanna do this to me, boy? is real, so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do when I look so undue and realize that just somebody else's got?
We're back.
I love that beat.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when they were doing that song in the studio, that they had a hard time because that beat is funky.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I would love to hear that thing pumped in the club somewhere. That thing is fire. I love that beat. Love it. I could just see all them instruments. I love it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we found out that she found out somebody with somebody else's guy. Anyway,
she tore that song up.
That was beside the point.
You know who she sound like?
Who that?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I love it. Both of them be singing about their dudes.
Now, who's the artist for that one?
That's Jocelyn Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Jocelyn Brown. And you know what? That song is funky.
Even
the remix is fire. Love all of it.
That's what's up. All right. So with that said, it is time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for What's Bothering Nikee. What's bothering you, Nick?
Well, what's bothering me, I'm just going to jump right into it. What's bothering me this week is this. Why are people so rude, ignorant, disrespectful, nasty, and just flat out disgusting?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set this up. Here we go. At work, one of my coworkers got a promotion. And so I had the responsibility of taking over some of his things that he was doing before he got the promotion. And so the director said, Nikki, I'm going to have, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to put her out there because I think I chewed her out enough. The director said, Nikki, I'm going to have you take over some of these responsibilities. So I'm going to have, so-and-so come over and I'm train you on the different spreadsheets and stuff that, he was working on. I said, okay, cool. So, when she came over, I noticed that her eyes were a little red, her nose were a little red, because, she's Caucasian, nose were a little red, and she's sick. And what she wanted to do was she wanted to stand next to me and she wanted to train me on the system. So I said, excuse me, I would appreciate if we can do this at a later date because you're not feeling well. I don't want to get sick. So why don't you, take some time, heal yourself. And then we come back and we do this. She was already off, one day last week because, she said she was feeling really horrible. But then instead of her taking these other day off, she decides that she only needed one day and she was going to come back. So she came back. And so now she's all in my face, and she's sneezing, coughing, she's hacking. I'm like, no, we can't do that. So I said to her, I said, listen, just go to where you are. And, if you want to email me some things, go ahead and send me an email, and I'll just do what you're saying in email. You know what she said? No, I need to show you right now. I was like, no, you're not. You're not going to show me anything right now. You're not going to touch my computer. You're not going to do none of that because you're not feeling well. And I could not find the Lysol to wipe everything down. To spray behind her. So what I had to do was just go and get some Lysol wipes to wipe down my computer and everything so that the fumes and everything can be in the area. And she's sick. So why are you going to try and train someone knowing that you don't feel well? I think it's rude when people come to work and they're sick. Mm-hmm. And you're spreading your germs. I think that's really rude and inconsiderate of others who are not sick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I agree. Come on. It's common courtesy. Just stay. We have the sick time. Just stay home. You know what I mean? Just stay home.
What do they do if they don't have no sick days?
Well, go into your vacation days.
Maybe they don't have no leave time. Then what?
Well, guess what? You just gotta stay home. I'm sorry. Mm. You just have to stay home. Come on. It's only right. Okay, so you don't think it's right?
I didn't say it wasn't right. I know of some scenarios where people don't have no sick time. They have no sick time. They've used up. I know some people that have used up all their sick time, all their vacation time. They have no leave time. And if they take a day off, not making excuses for the person, but I'm saying I'm just kind of, what other alternative can the job do for somebody
I don't know,
who don't have any leave time? Because I know some people that's in that situation.
I don't know, but what I would like for you to do, okay, so if you don't have any sick time, maybe you don't have any more vacation days, go to another area. Yeah, how about that?
Maybe the job can put them put all the sick people in the sick area.
Go to another area and, handle your business over there. I just think it's just rude and inconsiderate that you come to work sick and you're getting everybody else sick. That's all I got.
I agree with you 100%. I just think that they need to come up with a quarantined area on the job for people who have to come to work and are sick so that they don't make other people sick and they got to take off.
It's just not fair. You know what I mean? Because if I'm sick, I'm not going to come to work and be breathing all over you. I don't want you to get sick. It's just a thing that I feel sometimes that I'm more considerate of others than others are considerate of me. Mm. I'm more, thoughtful, mindful, helpful to others than others are of me. And, I would like to have that back. I would like to have that in return.
And then one of the things that we all can do, on our jobs, especially in public places, to help, protect yourself from germs and things like that is wash your hands daily throughout the day. Because the doorknobs that we touch and the vending machine buttons that we push and the ATM buttons that we push and things like that. I watched a documentary on that they tested like doorknobs and ATM buttons and vendor machines, and the bacteria that they discovered on these buttons was very, very disturbing in terms of the types of bacteria that they found. Mm-hmm. And so the people are, on your job with all the germs, and of course we got flu season and all that stuff. Just try to do your best to wash your hands. I'm just, these are some things that you can do to refute getting sick. Wash your hands. And then when you sneeze, they got this thing where you put your mouth in between your elbow, and you're supposed to sneeze that way. Yeah. Use Kleenex and tissue when you blow your nose, and make sure you discard it in the trash can. These are just little things that can help us, to stay healthy, during this season where everybody's coughing and hawking and things like that. So
all I'm saying is be mindful of others. Be respectful of others' space. Be considerate. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I said to her. Gotcha. That was it. So that's all I got.
All right.
All right.
You just had to have the last word, right?
No,
yeah. I'm in agreement with you. That's what I'm trying to say. I was just throwing out some tips for how people can refute germs, because that's what I learned in one of my trainings. Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you wash your hands, sneeze in between your elbow, those are various different things, that you can do to prevent, the bacteria that surround us, and it could help refute some of the inconsiderate germ-sharing people.
Yes, absolutely. Right. So on that note, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, it's going to be time for my favorite part of the show, Kevin's Corner.
Bible on a beat.
We got them going down for the count, looking at the ground. That's why we got haters. That's why we got haters. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count.
Yes, sir, it's the beast from Decatur. Can't see enemies and the haters. Real sharp on my thing like a razor. Blade come clean like a shaper. So I guess I get a game of tape. But everybody gon' feel the need to say something, but can't speak up whenever you face them. That's what you call microphone gangsters. Yeah, I got a mocha dope. Yeah, I'm raw, you know my flow. Cause folk be acting extra hard like a Viagra overdose. Talking that noise on all them songs. A bunch of little boys, but y'all look grown. Those looking down and these looking down. It really don't matter cause y'all just clones. Go to school, read a book, be a lawyer. Hell yeah, man, I'm all for the cause. And they ain't trying to get involved with the law, sir. But then the real get caught with the mouse bird. And that just ain't a threat on the song. Don't get it wrong, I'm protecting my own. Look at that slip, they don't last long.
We got them going down for the count, looking at the ground. That's why we got haters. That's why we got haters. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No disrespect, ride super high from the thing. So look up, I'm in my Chevy getting sky miles. While you count your little steps, I'm running through the green piles. Haters never smile, they always talking down. The more you start coming up, the more they come around. I'm a player and you a fucking hater. So just do me a favor and tell it to me later. All that hating have you smelling like some sour milk. Seen you walk with FedEx and never ever ship. Haters trying to set the player like a quarterback. If you are the big for $5 million, we gon' sell you that. Been a player way back before the rap thing. It's on folk, new money, haters keep the change. B.O.B. and rich, boy, we on that Gray Street. I got the hater test for that PHIV.
We got them going down for the count, looking at the ground. That's why we got haters. That's why we got haters. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count.
You're listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio.
All right.
All right.
We're back.
I like that. I like that.
I think the song was self-explanatory.
Yes, it is.
What the subject of the song was. So
I like that. Haters everywhere we go. Down for the count. Yes. Mm-hmm. So now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Kevin's Corner.
All right, gang. So I've been reading a lot of posts on Facebook about people giving too much airtime to your haters. And I wanted to do a Kevin's Corner to encourage those who feel like they're being hated on. Now, this is going to be a Kevin's Corner as much as informative, encouraging, and inspirational, but it's also going to be a what not to do Kevin's Corner.
Yeah.
Okay? And the first thing I want to start off the top, I didn't play that song because I want to celebrate or give airtime to haters. I played the song because it was one of the better songs that could pull out the theme of what I'm talking about. And we heard that the reoccurring theme was about haters.
Right.
But stop giving your haters airtime.
Please stop.
Stop giving your haters airtime. Like the song said, for starters, haters gonna be everywhere you go. Okay? But a hater by definition is a person who greatly dislikes a specific person or thing. It's a negative or critical person. Stop giving these negative and critical people airtime because they're reading your post knowing it's about them. And you know what satisfaction you're giving them that they can say? He talking about me. She talking about me. In other words, they're paying me attention. In psychology, it's called an unhealthy fixation. And an unhealthy fixation is an unhealthy or compulsive preoccupation with something or someone. It's synonymous of an obsession. It's a type of preoccupation. So you have these haters, these critical or negative people who have a preoccupation or obsession with people who generally or most likely are doing positive things. But if I can turn this thing inside out, a hater is a sign. It really is a sign and a compliment turned inside out. I mean, just like in football, I have never seen anyone try to tackle somebody who wasn't carrying the ball. A hater is a sign that you carrying the ball. So here's what some of the signs mean. A hater, if you got haters in your life, it means that you're on the right track. It means you stepped into the purpose for your life. And your purpose could be an actor, could be a crossing guard, could be a teacher, could just be a social worker or be a clerk typist or whatever it is. But somehow you stepped into your purpose for your life. So you have some things going for you that most likely they don't, that they wish that they had. Number two, it also means that you're going in the right direction. So not only did you you're on the right track, but you're going in the right direction. You're moving forward in your purpose. You're moving closer to fulfilling your dreams, goals, aspirations, destiny, whatever it is. In other words, like I said, you're carrying the ball. And then thirdly, it means that you're doing the right thing. It means that you're fulfilling your purpose. You're in the present tense of doing something that is just irritating them, or you're in a present tense of being. It could be the fact that you carry yourself with confidence and they're insecure. It could be the fact that you dress a certain way and they're jealous of that or envious of that. It could be the fact that you have gifts, talents, and abilities that they wish that they don't have, but they were too lazy to get out of bed and put in the hard work that you were willing to put in. So you're doing the right thing. You're fulfilling your purpose. You're demonstrating evidence of your dream, goals, aspirations, or a being in which they would like to have. So stop giving your haters airtime. They're not worth it. Stop giving them parking space. You're putting a quarter in the parking space of your mind and giving them parking space when you could have been putting that energy in learning a monologue or chasing your dreams, goals, and aspirations. And I'm going to put it on record. I will never, and I know we're supposed to never say never, we all got haters. You know what I mean? I will never give them airtime. I will never give them voice time. This message, if you are that person that's just discouraged or in distress or despair or down because of your haters and what they're saying or what they're trying to do, like the beer commercial said, this buzz for you. This is encouragement for you. Why? Because it means that you're on the right track. You stepped into your purpose for your life. That means you're going in the right direction. You're moving forward in your purpose. You're moving closer to you fulfilling your dream goals, destiny, aspirations. and you're doing the right thing. You're fulfilling your purpose. You're demonstrating evidence of your dream, goals, aspirations, or being in the present. So as I come to a close, be you, because you're the best you can be, and you might as well be you because everybody else is taken. Like Russell Westbrook said of the OKC, don't do them, do you, and let them see you blessed. The best vindication that you can show your haters is success. Amen. You don't got to say nothing.
Amen.
You ain't got to say nothing back. You can hold your peace, as they say in church, and let the Lord fight your battle.
That's
and
right.
I'm going to end on this. Like they say in church, if the devil ain't messing with you, it's because you're probably going the same way. So if your haters ain't talking about you, lying on you, you're probably going the same way. Be encouraged. You got haters for a reason. It's an indication that you are doing something good that's leading to something great.
Man, you get the bell.
That's it.
You get the bell on that. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. Because you see it all the time.
I mean, every time I turn around, somebody posted something about their haters. Yeah. So what? So what about everybody who doubted you and all that old stuff? And so what about the people that don't like that you're in everything? So what about all that?
That's right.
Do you and be you.
That's right.
And keep moving forward. That's it.
I like
you ain't
that.
Gotta get them,
Do
you ain't gotta
you
get them,
and be you.
Yeah, you ain't got to get them no airtime. You ain't got to. They're not worth the letters that you would type on Facebook.
Right.
They're not worth a conversation you wasting breath. For what? They're not. And after you do all that, they still ain't going to change.
That's right.
So why are we trying to give acknowledgement to someone who doesn't deserve it?
That's right.
If they stop being critical and negative and stop being the walking dead, because the true walking dead of the earth is those who are living without a dream. That's because right. You can always tell somebody who don't have a dream because they always focus on somebody else.
There you go.
That's it. You can't be working on your dream as you so fixated and negatively obsessed and preoccupied with what's going on in somebody else's life and what they doing and this, that, and the other. And most of the time, haters always have those two green-eyed monsters, they cousins, envy and jealousy.
There you go.
We need to stop this nonsense. I will never give my haters airtime. And I'm not giving them airtime now. This is to encourage those who are giving them airtime to stop it.
Yeah.
You don't owe nobody nothing.
That's right. Do you be
you, do you. That's it.
And leave that trio alone. Haters, envy, and jealousy. Leave them alone, those family members.
The three musketeers. The three stooges. The three stooges.
I love it. I love it. You get the bell again,
That's
man.
It,
that was
man.
awesome.
That's it. Because I just feel sorry I just feel sorry for the people who are taking time out of their busy schedule to post stuff. And all. You don't have to do that. You don't owe nobody an explanation.
You hear it all. You see it all the time.
You know what I'm saying? You got to give somebody an explanation for your success. When you're out here busting your butt and working hard and auditioning and all this old stuff, and you got to post something to give somebody an explanation who thinks ill of you. It's going to always be somebody that's going to think ill of you. It's going to always be somebody that don't like you. It's going to always be somebody that's going to talk about you. And so, hey, my perspective, and as the older you get, you start caring less about being accepted by people.
There you go.
Now, all of us as human beings is one of the needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we say in psychology, the need to belong, the need to fit in. We all have the need to love. But when you grow and mature and you've been through some stuff, you start to say, hey, I want to be accepted, but I can accept if I'm not accepted. Because guess what? I'm my own entourage. I'm comfortable in my skin. I feel good all by myself. You might see me sitting at the lunch table smiling, and they might say, why is he sitting over there by himself smiling? Because I feel good all by myself. I know I'm all that in a bag of chips because God said I was. You know what I'm saying? And if nobody else don't love you and are pulling for you and praying for you, God does.
That's right.
And he thought you were the greatest thing when he created you. Stop giving your haters all that airtime. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. You don't owe nobody no explanation for your success, for chasing your dream, goals, and aspirations. That's their problem. Let it be their problem.
Testify.
That's it. Just be encouraged. Because I just feel so sorry for them because it's like you could have been studying lines during that time. You was posting that on Facebook and all this stuff. And these are coming from some very, very talented, hardworking people.
Wow.
Some of who I know.
Wow.
Very, very talented. You know, do you.
Do you be you.
Do you be you.
I love it.
That's it.
Do you be you.
That's it.
Yes, that's going to be That's going to be our slogan for next year.
Be you, do you.
Do you, be you.
That's it. They don't like it. Hey, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying?
Did I say it backwards? It's be you,
You can say do you, be you, do you. It all flips. It's one of those that can flip. You can flip it either way and it still makes sense. You know what I mean? So it don't matter. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Yep. That's it.
Love it. All right.
Woo! Well, I'm going to put it out there. First, before I do, want to thank everybody for tuning in. We do what we do for you. Be you, do you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're going to keep bringing you guys hot shows, hot guests, hot topics, hot music, hot news and sports, and hot conversation.
Yes.
Y'all keep tuning in. We're going to keep bringing it. And you guys are our motivation and inspiration for why we keep bringing it every week consistently. So thank you guys from the top, middle, and bottom of our heart. We don't take you for granted.
Thank you so
that you
much.
Decided to tune in week after week.
Week after week.
Month after month.
So much.
And wait, it's coming up on our
our anniversary.
Radio show anniversary. What's that, November
30th.
30th.
Yes.
Okay, November 30th. Be 1 year.
1 year.
The
Kevin-Nikee Show.
And look, we haven't missed a beat.
We have not.
Yeah, we haven't
By
missed a beat.
the grace of God.
Yeah.
By the grace of
we
God.
We haven't missed the show.
When we said that we were going to do this.
Yeah, we was in this for a long time.
I mean, the Lord just took in and took over.
It turned out. We haven't missed the show, and the show is just, it has blown up worldwide, which we didn't anticipate.
We did not anticipate.
You know, it makes you think about what AJ said.
Yeah.
I got into writing because I wanted to create my own reel. He got into it for humble reasons.
Yeah.
We got into this for humble reasons, and it's like, once again, here's something that blew up bigger than we anticipated.
And now we are everywhere.
We definitely
literally everywhere. We don't just say that. We are everywhere. We have people tuning in from Australia, everywhere. Africa. Yes.
Philippines.
Yes.
All over the world.
Yes.
So
and we are happy about that.
Yeah, we definitely like EP&D. We're world premiere.
Yes.
But so I'm actor Kevin-D-Benton. You can follow me on Facebook, Kevin-D-Benton. I'm on Twitter at Kevin-D-Benton. Follow me. I'll definitely follow back. We got some, some acting stuff on our YouTube channels. You can subscribe. You can check us out. Actor Kevin-D-Benton. Nikki's on there. Actress-Nikee-Warren. So check us out, man.
Yes.
See what we got.
And you can find me on Facebook, Nikee Warren, and on Twitter at Nikee Warren, and on the gram, hello, I'm Nikki. That's spelled HELLOIMNIKEE. Now, you can find our show on Facebook. Listen, not only Facebook, but we're on Twitter. We are everywhere. We have so many outlets that you can find our show. We're on iHeartRadio. I mean, we are literally everywhere. If you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding our show, hit us up. The Kevin-Nikee-show at yahoo.com. You have any questions, comments, concerns for AJ Franklin, hit us up. Send us an email. We'll read it to him, get the answer, read it back. And who knows, like I said every week, your email can be on our show.
That's right.
Okay, and join our group. Join our group, like us, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us.
That's right.
Follow the Kevin-Nikee Show. Yep. I mean, I'm having a ball with our show. I'm having some of what?
We got we can't forget to announce the November 10th, they got the Uptown.
Yes.
Yeah, they got the Uptown.
Uptown, yes.
Carla Robinson. Follow Carla Robinson on Facebook. Tickets. Get your tickets. It's going to be awesome. The Kevin-Nikee Show going to be there.
Yes.
They're going to honor the music of old James Brown.
Can't wait.
Smokey Robinson. It's going to be a musical. They're going to be dancing.
They're going to be singing.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. So get your tickets. And come meet us down there.
It's called the Uptown.
It's going to be at Auden Reed.
Auden Reed High School in South Philadelphia. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. And we're looking forward to it. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and listen, don't forget, tune in every Monday to our sister station, You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show, with your host, comedian Edwin Douglas, and our main man, Uncle Ben, and Mr. Motivator.
That's it.
Yeah, tune in every Monday. They got some awesome guests over there coming out of Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, so tune in.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget our episode of God Friended Me will premiere this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
On what, CBS, Channel 3.
CBS at 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. We played churchgoers. We're sitting in the second row behind Malik Yoba. And we was kind of part of the family.
We were part of the family.
They kind of made us part of the family of the cast, and so we were really, really featured. Yes. And so we're looking forward to checking us out this Sunday. God friended me, CBS Channel 3 at 8 o'clock. Check us out, man. Yeah. We was looking sharp too.
We sure were.
I had my blue suit on with the pinstripe. You
had my purple hat on.
You had that purple. You had that church hat. You had that church hat on.
Yes, church hat, purple hat. You know I likes the purple.
You know what? Why is it that all the people with the big hats got to sit up front? Like, I'm sure the person behind you could not see the pastor, but then again, he was kind of elevated. So
he was elevated.
He was elevated.
So if you couldn't see a pastor who's elevated, then something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't have to look straight. You had to look up.
You had to look up.
You had to look up.
And Joe Horton, iconic legendary actor. He plays he plays the pastor. You've seen him in Terminator 3 and a whole lot of other movies. So it's going to be great. We're looking forward to watching that and seeing how it turned out. So check us out.
Check us out.
That's it.
All right, you know what? That's it. That's all I got. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, you know what?
That's
it's time.
So we're the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We're everywhere.
And we're out of here.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like the Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out there Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked out, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from. With OG at a Yankee game. That made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of walking with my click though. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we selling Africa been by the home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners it ain't fair, they act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it. Me, I got a plug special and I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State, that's
street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that can compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah, yeah. In New York, I'm free, I'm going where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Count your New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York.
You have been listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio and around the world.